Hi guys, John here with SP California Bushcraft. I hope you're all doing well. First of all, let me apologize for the light. I am actually in my home shooting this video on some updates I've done to this pack that I have right here. And the reason why I've done some updates to this pack is because I decided to make some changes that way it doesn't correspond with my RL Bushcraft pack. So this is my new day hike pack that I've been using now. You'll see, if you check back on my videos, you'll see a first video review of this particular pack that I'm using right now. This is the Smith & Wesson MMP tactical pack, and it's a very nice tactical pack. You'll be able to see a full video review of what this pack entitles and what it's pretty much what it holds. But since that video, I've made some changes to it, and I wanted to give this opportunity to show you some of those changes and some of the items that I've added to it. Now, in the previous video, you saw that I had a Trangia alcohol stove, as well as the firebox stove. Well, I decided to go ahead and make some changes and move some stuff around, and I also add a few additional items to this pack as well to make it a little bit more versatile, especially if I'm going to be gone for a little bit longer. So again, this pack does have the agility to store a Camelback bag, and I've had tried this with the amount of stuff that's in this pack. I've had tried it with the Camelback, and it does very, very well. This is actually one of the items I'm going to be adding to the pack. You've seen this before. This is my cup, and it's a great cup. It's done me very proud with my other pack when I decided to go ahead and do an upgrade. So I actually got me a new Cooksa right here. I don't know if you can see that. This is a very nice cup. I'm looking forward to using this further in the future. So I'm definitely looking to try it. I've got some water in here right now. I'm just testing it to see how it does with water. It's going to be interesting to see how it does with coffee or tea. But yeah, my Kuplika is going to be going with this pack now instead. So we'll still do the good. So we'll still do the job, and who knows? I'll even use my Kuplika here every once in a while. Just trying to see if I can give a little bit more light here into the video. So let's go ahead and set that to the side. So let's take a look at the contents on the inside of the pocket here, so you guys can see what else I've added. One additional item I've added to this pack is a SOL emergency bivy bag. Now, these little bivy bags are pretty good, especially if I get stuck out there in the middle of the day, depending on where I go hiking or frolicking in. So this is definitely a good item to have in this pack as a spare sleeping bag in case I forget to pack a bag. Now, just a friendly reminder, this pack does have MOLLE straps on the bottom of the pack, so I could, if I wanted to, put a small sleeping bag on the bottom of it, but if anything, I can always use that blanket bag that I talked to you guys about a while back. Everything else inside the pack here is the same. Nothing's really changed since the last video. On this one right here, I've got Grab-A-Bear Mega Warmers, and haven't used these yet, but from what I've heard from a lot of people, these suckers do get very, very warm, especially if it's very cold. So this is something I'm definitely gonna have to try out and see how it does. Another item I've also added to this pack. This is the Zippo 4-in-1 axe and saw. Now, again, you guys have heard me talk about how I thought that this axe, the blade was excellent on this one, as well as the cutting saw on this. My only negative thought on this was the pommel. As you can see, it's taking a good beating, so it is breaking apart pretty good. But I thought, you know what? The pommel may be bad, but I mean, the axe still chops pretty good. The saw works very well, so I can still saw with it. So other than the other saw that I do have in this pack, I do have an extra saw now that I can use. So, and an axe if I need it. There are two side compartments. There are 4 side compartments, 2 on each side, 2 here, and 2 on the other side. I'm not going to go into those pockets because nothing's really changed in those pockets. In the main compartment here, though, if I can get it open. There we go. So in the main compartment of this pack, I've added another stove. This is my 180 tack stove. You see me use this stove plenty of times. It's a great stove. I'm going to keep this one in this pack. And of course I've got my base tarp, UST base tarp. You've seen this before, and when I first showed off this pack. I've also got a spare emergency blanket here in case I need it. Shiny side on the one side, nice blue side on the other side, and plus two. I can string this on some lines to make shelter. So a good multi-use item. I can also put this on the ground as well if I need to sleep on the ground. So a good multi-use item. Of course, I've also added some leather gloves. I've also added my GSI frying pan, and the reason why I've added this frying pan is because I like to cook some food out when I'm out in the woods. So sometimes I'll bring something like bacon or eggs, and I'll make that in this. It works very well for that. And then the other thing I've added to this is, of course, the Stanley cookpot. And inside the cookpot, instead of carrying the Trangie alcohol stove, I'll be using the MSR Pocket Rocket Stove. And I've also got some spare matches, some spare waterproof matches that I can use as well in case for emergencies. But again, MSR Pocket Rocket. So yeah, all in all, I mean, you've seen a lot of this stuff before that I've used, and my reasons for putting this stuff into this pack versus my other pack is because this is more of a day hike pack. And again, I still got plenty of room to put the bladder. And once it's all zipped up, strap it down here on the side, put my axe through. Almost forgot my cup. But what I'll probably end up doing is get a carabiner and strap it onto the molly weapon on this pack, because there is some good molly weapon on here, so that will definitely help. So yeah, all in all, definitely like the way that this pack is set up. I like what I put in here, so hopefully next time I get out and about, I'll be able to show you exactly like what everything looks like in this pack and how it rides my body, especially with a camelback in there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Keep on bushcrafting and keep your eyes open for more videos. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and also give it a thumbs up if you do like this video. Let me know that you guys want to see more of these videos. Otherwise, thank you again for joining me, and have a great one. Bye.